I'm taking it slow, but I just want more. I'm taking it slow, just follow the flow. I'm taking it slow.
状況は
海域濃度ほぼ上限値です。
作戦続行だ。
You ever play a game that just gets what you want out of an action RPG? That's God Eater 3. Everything the series is known for, the fast-paced combat, anime-style storytelling, and massive Aragami battles are all there and all cranked up. This time you're not just fighting for survival, you're fighting to take back a world that's practically gone to hell. The new adaptive God Eaters bring a fresh layer of strategy, and the story's packed with high-stakes drama. Besides, when you team up with friends, it's pure chaos in the best way. It's not trying to be Monster Hunter, it's God Eater, and it knows exactly what it's doing.
これは海域種です。敵の捕食攻撃来ます。
こいつバーストしやがったか。こうなったらやるしかねえよな。おい、準備はいいか。ああ、いつでもいける。
エンゲージ率最大化。今です。
エンゲージ行くぞ。つながる力、何にも持ってねえ俺たちエイジに神様がくれた宝物なのかもな。お前の力を感じる。一気に決めるぞ。
Darksiders Genesis shakes up the formula in the best way possible, where instead of the usual third-person action, it goes full isometric, letting you hack and slash through demonic hordes from a fresh perspective. You play as Strife, the wisecracking gunslinger, and War, the brute force powerhouse, switching between them seamlessly, or better yet, teaming up with a friend in co-op. It might not be the massive open-world adventure fans are used to, but it's a damn fun ride with a unique twist. If you love the series or just want a solid action game, this one's worth jumping into. Gundam Breaker 4 is all about building the wildest, most over-the-top mech you can think of and then throwing it straight into battle. If you've ever wanted to slap a Zaku head on a Unicorn Gundam body with Freedom Gundam wings, yeah, you can do that. The customization is crazy, and the combat is smoother than the last game, making it feel more satisfying when you tear through waves of enemies. Multiplayer co-op makes it even better, but missions can get a bit samey after a while. Honestly, if you're here for the joy of building, tweaking and testing your dream Gunpla in action, this game absolutely delivers. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop brings back its ridiculous, over-the-top zombie slaying, and honestly, it's just as fun as ever. If you played the original, you know what you're in for. Flashy hack-and-slash combat, absurd humor, and a cheerleader chainsawing through the undead. This version keeps the core gameplay intact with some visual and performance improvements. The biggest question for fans was whether the game's wild, over-the-top style would stay untouched, and thankfully it feels just as chaotic. The soundtrack changes might be a downside for some, but the heart of the game is still here. If you love action games that don't take themselves too seriously, this is it.
新アドオンガラクシア。その機能は超高精度でお送りする過去のリプレイ。
Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream brings back the VR MMO chaos, but instead of sticking to one timeline, this one throws together characters from across its history. Basically a crossover dream, or nightmare depending on how you see it. It's a multiplayer co-op action experience, so expect fast-paced battles with familiar faces teaming up or clashing. It's got the anime-style flashiness, and if the combat flows well, and either way, if you've ever wanted Kirito, Asune and crew in one massive mashup, this might be worth keeping an eye on.
ちょっと邪魔よ。
なんだと？王に向かって失礼だと君。
どこまででも行けそうだね。
息を合わせるぞ。スイッチ。
私は夢や幻ではなくちゃんとここにいる。
どうしてあなたがこんなところに？
時間と空間を超えみんなを呼び集めたってことになるんだろ。
あ、もうどうにでもなる。みんな俺を信じてもう少しだけ力を貸してくれ。
In the stricken land of Aya, a terrible darkness stirs.
Coming up behind that, we have Morbid, the Lords of Ire. If you played the 7 Acolytes, you already know this series doesn't hold back on the grotesque and disturbing. But now, instead of the top-down look, it's gone full 3D, making the horror feel way more in your face. The game's world is twisted, unsettling, and drenched in madness. And the combat is pure Souls-like brutality. Every fight looks like a mix of strategy and sheer panic. If you like horror with your action and don't mind a challenge, this one's gonna be a wild, bloody ride. Keep it on your radar.
Sacred duty once more. Slay the Acolytes, the Lords of Aya, and rend their flesh. For all our sake.
At number 7, Megato Musashi White brings giant mech battles with a mix of intense action and anime-style storytelling. If you're into mechs smashing through enemies with massive weapons, this one should be on your radar. It's got fast-paced combat, deep customization for your mechs, and a mix of P vs E and P vs P modes to keep things interesting. The game blends single-player story elements with online multiplayer, so whether you're in it for the narrative or just want to wreck giant enemies with friends, there's plenty to dig into. It's got that classic level 5 polish, and the mecha designs are top tier. This might be your next obsession.
Don't you only have about 7 days left to live? The reward for completing this mission successfully is eternal life.
Ultra Age is one of those fast-paced action games that doesn't waste time throwing you into the action. You play as Age, a sword-wielding warrior in a futuristic world where humanity is on the brink. The combat is the highlight here. It's quick, flashy, and all about swapping between different blades to adapt to enemies on the fly. It's got that classic hack and slash feel, kind of like Devil May Cry or Nier, but with its own unique style. The movement is slick, the fights are intense, and there's a surprising amount of depth when it comes to combos and weapon strategy. Ultra Age is definitely worth checking out.
It all began with that accursed ruinous artifact, the Holy Grail. The knights were to bring it to me. How was I to know that gaggle of blundering brutes would jab it with their stabby sticks?
Knight vs. Giant, the broken Excalibur, throws you into a chaotic fantasy world where King Arthur isn't quite the legend you remember. Camelot's in ruins, Excalibur is shattered, and now you're stuck fighting off giants in a roguelite adventure. It's got that top-down hack-and-slash energy, but with a twist. Every run gives you new abilities and upgrades, making sure no two fights play out the same. If you're into games that test your reflexes while keeping things fresh, this one's definitely worth a shot. Get ready to die, retry, and come back stronger.
To save the day, this is no such tale. Even our stalwart king paled before the might of the void. The knights of the round have fallen, yet I have the power to return just one. So, it falls to you. Arise, arise, King Arthur. Raise high your blade, restore the glory of Camelot once and for all.
If you grew up on the original, this Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles remaster is gonna hit hard. It keeps the fast arcade-style lightsaber combat but polishes it up with better graphics and smoother controls. You get to play as Jedi Legends, slicing through droids and Sith across the Phantom Menace storyline. The best part is that there is no more unlocking hidden characters. The remaster lets you jump in as Darth Maul, Captain Panaka, and even a battle droid from the start. Oh, and co-op is still here, so grab a friend because it is pure, nostalgic Star Wars fun.
Waiting for you.
Tiered is an arcade action platformer that pays homage to classics like Rygar and Ghouls and Ghosts. In this game, you step into the boots of a Viking ex-warrior, and the gameplay basically combines side-scrolling action with modern mechanics, offering a nostalgic yet fresh experience. You face 9 colossal bosses and engage in bonus minigames, all while navigating challenging levels that test both combat and platforming skills. While the game boasts rich textures and environmental effects powered by Unreal Engine, some reviews have noted issues. But despite these critiques, Tiered offers a challenging journey for fans of retro-inspired action platformers. And last but not least, it's Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, which is basically where the series truly found its rhythm. This game took everything great about hack and slash combat and cranked it up. You're playing as a younger, cockier Dante taking on waves of demons with ridiculous style. The combat system is insanely smooth with 6 switchable fighting styles that let you mix up combos like never before. The special edition adds Virgil as a playable character, and honestly, that alone makes it worth it. The story, boss fights and challenge still hold up today. If you love stylish action, this one's an absolute must play.
So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh? You got that right. Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
Or you can expect a spanking from Daddy later. Just as gonna spank you, but spank you on the bar.
You showed up.
So he's a demon too.
Quite frankly, at first, I didn't give a damn. But because of you, I know what's important now. I know what I need to do. Ooh, I love a fast woman.
I thought I wasn't gonna cry.
No doubt, you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Virgil? Dante. The one seal.